Well, I'm probably the last one to the party, but with all of the recent releases about Black Ops 6, we're going to talk about, is it going to be worth buying? Now, to understand whether it's going to be worth buying, we have to look at three areas. 1, the price point. 2, the innovation. And 3, the replayability. To pre-order the game in Australia, it'll cost you $110. To put that in perspective, that is 15 Happy Meals. So to answer whether or not the price point is an issue, you have to think about, will this game bring me more joy than eating 15 Happy Meals? Don't forget that $110 is just the base game. To get all the added extras, you'll be paying 140 Australian dollars just to be able to play the game. With it being released before Christmas, it could be a good present to buy for nieces, nephews, cousins, and there is the possibility that it goes on special. What you do need to understand if you wait to purchase this though, is that getting in the game early is crucial to being competitive, especially in those first few months. When the guns are still meta and not everyone has them leveled up, they can make a huge difference in the gunfight. So if you are planning to play competitively and to try and put yourself out there, this is a game that you'll have to pre-order to be able to do that. As more information comes out, we'll be able to make a better educated decision, but at the moment it's hard to say. All we've been told is exactly what they want us to hear. While Treyarch has promised a whole heap of innovation and different gameplay, I'm not sure I buy it yet. The biggest innovation that they've promised in this game is the omnidirectional movement, which means that you can sprint and dive in any direction. It'll add a lot more realism to the game and have a much more smoother feeling, I'm sure. However, this is only a really small facet of the game. While it could radically change the idea of movement and the gameplay style, it doesn't change much of the content at all, really. Call of Duty has always been most successful with big innovation. Think COD 4 or Warzone. These huge releases became popular because they were so revolutionary, so radical. Over time, when change hasn't come, Call of Duty has become somewhat stale, even Warzone to a certain extent, which has seen a huge fall off in players. Which brings us to point number 3. Replayability is the value that a game gives to players to be able to come back and play the same game over and over and over again. Whenever I think of replayability, I think of Dota 2. Yes, completely different game, but has so many facets to it that you can keep coming back to and playing. Whereas I think of a game like X-Defiant, which became really old for me really quickly because it didn't seem to have a whole heap of content that I could enjoy. Now, Treyarch has absolutely promised so much replayability, with campaign missions being able to be played in a whole variety of ways. They're also bringing back round-based zombies and the gobble gun machine, which, if you're a gambling addict like myself, you're really looking forward to. But if you're a concerned parent, you're probably not on the same bandwagon as me. Round-based zombies coming back is a huge win for Treyarch. They've always revolutionized and had real fun with the zombies game mode, and there's a lot of people really excited for it. They're launching with 2 maps, and I'm sure all of the Easter eggs will make the replayability of it increasingly fun as time goes on and we learn more and more about the game. But if we're being honest, the campaign and zombies aren't the major seller of this game. It's the multiplayer. And with the biggest innovation coming in the movement sector, I'm not sure that's going to be enough to warrant putting in hundreds and hundreds of hours into this game. The way I like to look at it is I will pay $1 for every hour I'll spend on the game. So it costing $110, I would expect 110 hours of replayability with that game. Now, if Treyarch gets it right, this game will 100% be worth it. But I'm not sold yet. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you excited for it? Or do you think it's just going to be another flop? It's been me.